been more integrity. With whatever you choose, that's up to you. But as soon as people find out that you're doing these things, they're gonna treat you like Diddy. That's a wonderful segue. So,
all right.
Now that we found out that Diddy is actively a sexual violator, he violates people's sexual rights.
Well, violates their rights or pays for sex.
He was trafficking them.
No. He's not guilty of trafficking.
That's the crime.
No, he's guilty of transportation for prostitution.
Oh well, I'm sorry, transporting them.
Transportation for prostitution.
Yeah. He was transporting.
So he was flying them out. He was flying out people to have sex. So that's not trafficking. Trafficking implies.
I don't even know what trafficking is, bro. I
yeah. So to me, like, I'm not a lawyer. Like, you're the lawyer guy. Trafficking is like you're holding somebody beyond their will.
Yes.
Right. This is an entire enterprise.
I think you could still be trafficking them if they are consenting to. Let's not even, because we don't know the answer.
Yeah. Bet. Somebody's gonna be like, these guys are stupid. You're idiots.
What did bro say? Don't even call it ice cream, nigga.
That's dumb.
Playing traffic, kill yourself. Okay. All right. Yeah, bro. Diddy has been charged with transporting prostitutes.
Right.
Okay, bro. Have you ever transported a prostitute?
Why would you even ask me that?
Bro, I just want to know.
No,
bro. Have you taken one to
Never.
Bro, you never picked one up and took her to the movie theater or nothing like that?
No.
All right, bro.
Not Eddie Murphy.
Well, it was late at night that night, bro. And he was just out. He couldn't get to sleep.
He was trying to be nice to somebody.
Eddie Murphy tells E.T. that his wife and children were out of town, says he wanted something to read and went to a late-night newsstand. He stopped here and picked up the suspected transsexual at 4:45 in the morning. He says he thought he was aiding a distraught woman.
Looks like a pretty Hawaiian girl in the corner crying. It looks like she was crying. She goes, oh, Eddie Murphy. She noticed him at the light. She recognized Eddie Murphy. Oh, my God. So I go, what are you doing? Why are you out here working the streets so late? She goes, oh, I'm on my way home. Can you give me a ride home?
Police tailed them for 2 miles before pulling him over.
So
he saw somebody that needed some help.
She needed help. Or he, whatever. Bro, I don't know.
Yo,
bro.
You gotta chill. We gotta get canceled.
We never figured out what bro or sis was, bro.
All right, let's go. All right, so Diddy.
Okay. All right, so sometimes when you're a high-level guy, you get caught up doing some stuff that other people have clearly done. Why is it you that they single out?
Because you pissed the wrong people off.
Hold on. Let's ask this important question. Do we think anybody else in Hollywood has engaged in prostitution? Ever?
1,000%, yeah.
Do you think that they have done it?
It's documented.
Recently, within this past month?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Okay, now, only thing left to determine is why Diddy has a Fed case and nobody else does.
I it's a great question that you're asking, and now I'm kind of thinking like I'm gonna look like I'm defending him, but again,
bro, you've been defending, bro.
No, I haven't. But the reason why it's him, that's a great question. The reason why it's him is because of his lawsuit against Diageo.
Is that okay? We doing the lawsuit against Diageo?
So yeah, where you are alleging that this company, right, is it's racial discrimination, right? They're not treating your brand with the same, level of preference that the other Diageo brands like Casamigos and all
like George Clooney brand was getting.
You're not getting it. He told the whole story of how he went to the supplier to check on the agave. There was no agave. Like, it was a whole thing. He's like, yo, you got to check on these partners. Like, and he's like, oh, y'all playing in my face now. After I've made y'all billions of dollars off of my name and likeness, and I'm not going for it. So he tried to shake the table, and they shook his whole house.
They said, boys, stop. We're not them. Right. We're not those guys that you can put your nuts on the table with.
Right.
You playing with some other guys right now.
Right.
Pause. No homo. Because Diddy was known for playing with other guys. Look. All right, bro.
So yeah, that's why it would go to this level where.
And so, do you believe that there's truth to those conspiracies? We don't got to get too deep into it. Let's not try to break it down.
The conspiracies
that he played with the wrong people, and they shook him up.
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Okay, I do too.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah.
And I'm probably even more different than you. I don't give a fuck about nothing that they pulled out and tried. I don't give a fuck about none of it, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I know you're a good dude. You're a father. You care about the fact that he mistreated women. You care about the fact that he mishandled employees. I don't think he misappropriated funds or anything like that. You care about the fact that he was dishonest with the public. You care about the fact that he misled you as a adoring fan and somebody who looked up to him as a role model. I know you care about all of that shit.
Right.
I give no fucks about it, bro. I don't give a fuck that he played dirty. I don't give a fuck that girl got mistreated by him. I don't believe that she was the only one that was mistreated inside the relationship. I'm not walking around as though I know anything about that situation. I am standing in judgment of my man, zero. I have not judged Diddy one bit, because everything that they said Diddy did before the trial, I suspected he might do, and everything that they proved he did after the trial, I forgave him and every other role model I have years ago for possibly engaging in these sort of acts. After I found out that many people engage in these sort of immoral, unscrupulous, dishonest acts.
So, I mean, does that make it right, though?
I didn't say any of these niggas are right, nor are any of them my role models. I follow God. I look within myself and I say, do I want to spread semen on my nipples? Never. And then I don't concern myself with what another man would do. I'm going to just be for real with you.
That's real. I mean, so parts of what you said, and I think you're coming from an angle of like, you know, I don't judge anybody. We're all human. We're all children of God. It's like,
it's not for me. It's not even a religious angle. It's literally like,
so
I have other shit to worry about.
Do you judge people, period?
Bro,
for anything?
I don't think I do, honestly.
Okay. I think we all judge people.
I consider the things they do, and I know what they do deeply. I don't think I judge them. I don't think that...
So judge, like, and when I say judge, I don't mean condemn. So you just make a judgment on this person, their character, or their decisions.
It's not even a judgment. It's a fact. This nigga's gay or he's not gay. Like, I mean... I literally stopped there. I stop at the facts. Bro had a man help spread semen on his nipples, and I stopped there. I don't then say he's gay or he's not gay. I say what I know now for a fact is bro likes it when men semen on his nipples. Okay, so back on Diddy, you think that Diddy will not have the same opportunities that he had previously?
So, you know, it's great. It's a good thing that you said that, because you said it, I think it was like 2 pods ago. You was like, bro, you tripping. Like, he gonna bounce right back, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be all good. And I was like, nah, bro, you tripping. Like, so, yeah, I think like you said, he's gonna be rather unscathed by this, because, you know, nobody really cares to the level that they think they did, that they say they do. I mean, I do know the reaction on social media was from women, where that they were disgusted, you know, and that the men that were celebrating him, you know, are disgusting, and you know, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, he'll lose some support, but he'll have overwhelming support because he just beat the feds. Like,
he beat the feds.
So I think you were right.
But what about this? What about the opportunity? The prodigal son. We all know that story. The son who left and came back while the good son stayed forever, and the prodigal son was lifted much higher by seeing what's to offer and choosing correctly. I think people miss the lesson of that, miss the point of that lesson. If you do something for the wrong reason, you're not going to get the right results. Most people are living out of fear. What if our homie Diddy said, look.
Well, not our homie, but.
Oh, my homie.
Yeah.
What if our role model, can I say?
No, he's.
Okay,
he's
bro.
Former.
What if the boy Diddy looked, because that's all we can speak on what it looks like. Looked like he genuinely made a change after this.
Mm-hmm.
Like he hit a fork in the road, he made the right decision. What I would argue is that's going to bring people much closer to him.
Yeah, I agree.
These same women who are upset with him for the things that he's done, when they see him and they finally say, I believe it right now. I believe the sincerity is real finally. That's going to make them far more invested than they ever were off of the shiny suits and the hit songs and the party life.
I agree, because it's more relatable.
It's more relatable.
And it's
what did it say?
0. Oh, 4K.
Okay. HD.
Yeah.
Okay. It's definitely more relatable. It's a redemption arc.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Well, I knew you was going there. So
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and everybody deserves everybody loves that story, the comeback. Everybody in life deserves a second chance, you know.
But here is why we love it, bro. The reason why we love it. Look, we love people who get it right by mistake. We love that. You happen to get it right. That's fire. But when we know you knew every option and you made the right decision, you strayed from what was easy and you went toward what was hard. We praise that arc. That's the Jesus arc. That's the Gandhi arc. Jesus didn't just sit at the manger and never walk out into the world and witness the prostitutes, witness the fornication, witness the violence, witness the injustice. He saw it. He had the opportunity to take part in it. Buddha, the story of Buddha and the 5 ascetics. These stories, clearly the best stories in the world, because we celebrate these stories the longest, are the sorts of stories that we truly connect to.
Malcolm X.
Yeah. Yes, Malcolm X.
Yeah.
When Red became Malcolm, that's far more powerful than Martin becoming Martin and living a lie.
Yeah.
Still. So,
right.
You know what I mean? I would argue that after your villain arc is the only point you can reach God level. And I think we talked about this with Drake a year ago. When you reform, you reconfirm for everybody, I knew it was a reason why I fucked with this guy. I remember now. This is it.
And then also, like you said, you know, where most people in the world and in life do things that they're ashamed of, right?
Yeah.
And everybody has their own shit, right? So then when you see somebody up here go through some shit, and it's like, oh, okay, they're not Superman, right? They're just like me.
That's it.
Right? You know, so that's the relatability piece, right? But then it's like, you know, if you know, I don't think you can, you know, again, go into the conversation that we had about throwing people away.
Yeah. Especially
our icons and our legends, people that have done so much for culture. I don't think it's like you take, and I'm not going to say one instance because, you know, allegedly there were many instances, but one part of someone's life and journey, bad decisions that they made, totally just, you know, is something that they just can never come back from.
Replace all of the instances of good. Because here's the thing we haven't talked about. It's appropriate that we haven't talked about this in a long time. Diddy has done a lot. He has done a large amount of good for the community of black people. For the hip-hop community, black people. He's been they boy when they needed a boy to talk to us. Diddy's done a lot.
Yeah, man. He helped Obama get elected.
He helped Obama get elected. He helped... even before Obama, he made voting cool.
Facts.
When it was just what my grandma wanted me to know it was cool.
Facts.
Like, he did that. He, again, much like Will Smith, just every facet of pop culture, he's been there, and then he segued that to show us how to turn that into higher business acumen.
What I will say, because right now, you know, we have to, you know, give the lesson in this, right?
Yes.
Which is, you know, too much of anything, right? Too much is will harm you, right?
Yeah.
And so when you just have a insatiable appetite for sexual shit, like deviance, that's gonna end up bad for you. And it's been the downfall of many, many men, right?
Yeah.
Too much, you know, don't be a glutton, right? Too much alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Too much drinks, too much drugs, too much sex, too much of anything can crumble your whole. Too much pride, too much ego, too much of anything
is over with.
You can't overindulge. Obviously, don't put your hands on women, right? That's kind of that video. Well, I know how you feel about it, but that video was tough. Like
for no reason.
So, you know, that's what I want to, you know, instead of just praising the guy, we got to kind of take a look at the flaws, how, like, the ego trip, it's a balance between, you know, having that godlike energy and aura that you need to navigate life at your highest capability, but then it's like,
you still got to humble yourself to God, though.
Exactly.
You got to adhere to the rules of what's appropriate.
Exactly.
As though you are your own subject. Because it's like, bro, I know Diddy doesn't want that for his daughters.
Exactly.
And you're not there to govern how other men move around your daughters at all times.
Yeah. That's a fact. And in the energy that you put out in the world, you know, it does come back. So, you know, it's people have talked about this for like 20 years, you know, about this guy. Am I live?
No, we're gonna get you. That's in this thing.
Yeah, people have talked about this for 20 years, man. The thing that he's doing behind the scenes, you know, and you may not think it's gonna come back to get you, but one day it will. Like, I'm a firm believer in karma and in the universe and this God, like, just what you put out is gonna come back at some point. So don't think like you can just continuously just get away with shit. And then but at the same time, simultaneously, you're getting bigger and bigger and more powerful and more rich and more like it just you get delusional. Like you're in your own reality at this point, and it's like you think nothing can happen.
That's when it becomes really dangerous. But I will say this part. This has to be said. There's a certain level of it. Look, what the dope boys know and the jack boys know and the finessers and the scammers know, the smart ones, what they really rest on is, before they come tax me, I'm gonna run up more than they could ever count. So that when they do come tax me and get theirs, because that's all they care about is taxing you to get theirs. They don't give a fuck about protecting anybody. They're just gonna take your money and put it in their own pocket. What you know as a scammer, jack boy, or whatever, you know that the goal is to run it up in the meanwhile, as high as you can. Break the rules, figure out what rules to break, but they're gonna come and tax you.
Yes.
And as a man,
1,000%.
you did it for your family, you did it for your people, and you did it in such a way that you will be able to find freedom again. Like, I see these stories time and time again, and I admire some of these guys that's willing to go sit down because they ran up $50 million for the family. And guess what? After they get out, they still got 20 left. I admire that. It's dangerous. It's not advised for everybody. It's not for everybody. And if you're not made of the right stuff, bro, don't do it.
Right. Facts. I think that's a great way to end it.
You got some text.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts, bro.
Until next time.